Hello everyone, thank you for joining me in this video, and if this is your first time watching my video, welcome, and if you have seen my other videos before, I say welcome back, and I hope my content has and is making somewhat of a difference in your life, because really that is why I make these videos in the first place, to be able to touch those lives that need touching, to be able to lift someone out there whose spirit needs lifting. We've all been there where some stranger's voice has helped us find ourselves or even saved us from ourselves. It doesn't hurt lifting each other up, because you surely don't know if that same person you've lifted today will be the one to lift you up one day when you find yourself in the trenches. Life can be very unpredictable, and we must always live and remember that what we give out, we get back. Today I want to talk about life's achievements and the limitations that we equally meet along the way, and how to overcome those limitations. I really hope you take something from today's video that will assist you in how you set your personal goals and how you look at your achievements and even general progress in life, whether it be personal growth or career growth, whatever that can be, but your life needs to move in a certain direction. That is an indication that you are actually living. But has it ever occurred to you or met people who genuinely feel guilty about the desire to progress in life? Because I have, and I must say I'm surrounded by such people in my circle of friends or even family members. You see, it is a normal human behavior to always aspire to want or have something. Be it a job, a partner, a family, a child, or children, a car, a house, you name it. It is very normal to want and desire these things. In psychology, we learn about Maslow's hierarchy of needs, which studies that human motivation is to always seek fulfillment, and therefore this is acceptable human behavior. But what happens in our societies is this. Say I want to be a manager at my job, and it's a big deal, right? I've written prayer petitions for this. I have involved everyone in my circle to help me pray or fast for this, well, if you're religious. Or I have manifested, burn what needs burning, recite affirmations. Bottom line is, I've done just about everything I can to make this dream a reality. And then finally I get it. I'm now manager. My dream has been realized. And then years later, I find myself not really happy with my job or fulfilled in it. I am struggling to keep up. I have lost the passion for it, and I feel I just want to do something else. I am aware I have involved a lot of people and how their support has got me to where I am. So, how do I feel inside? I feel guilty for wanting more. I feel guilty to leave something I was so passionate about before, not long ago. And I don't want to feel, and I don't want to seem ungrateful to God either, or the universe, and all the people that supported me to get there. So I am conflicted, I'm confused, and most definitely I feel guilty for even thinking this way. How dare me? I start judging myself. You know how we are our best critics. So I start judging myself. I must be a horrible person. Why can't I just be satisfied with what I have and be grateful I even have a job? Some people out there spent years looking to get what I have or where I am. And this goes on. And mind you, this can apply to all areas of your life, including your relationships, where you trap yourself in a relationship you don't even want to be in because you tell yourself you need to be grateful. Does that sound familiar? Is this something you have experienced, or you're experiencing, or hear others are experiencing similar circumstances? If this sounds like you, or something that you sometimes go through, then this video is for you. Don't go anywhere. I will backtrack completely to when you were a child, because everything, remember, starts from there. Back there is where you will uncover all your answers that are buried deep in your subconscious. And because I always want to give you something of a background, of where all these behavior patterns originate from. So to help you rearrange your entire life and adopt new behavior patterns that will actually be better for you. The majority of us grew up in settings where our parents or guardians provided for us. And if you happen to come from a big family with a number of siblings, like I did, it was kind of a competitive. Your parents or guardians would provide for you, and in return would expect you to be grateful for what they have provided for you. You know, teach you good manners, to say your please and your thank yous. And the very thing that my parents, and I'm sure a lot of you would relate, they would stress the point of general gratitude. It was enforced into us to always be grateful for the little, or especially everything that you've got, especially if you are raised or grew up in, African families or similar societies. They would remind you how little or how other people had nothing at all. So instead, you should always be grateful for what you already have. Fair play to them, honestly, for stressing that point, because gratitude, you see, is a high vibrational state to be in. It is a feeling that puts you in a state where you are prepared or are open to receive. For instance, when someone gives you a gift, you're grateful, right? And you express the gratitude by thanking them for an action that has already happened. Okay? How about if we put it this way? We now know if you want to be something, you first must occupy that vibrational state in order to be it. Or simply put, you must be what you want to become, correct? I mean, if you want to be a millionaire, you first must think and behave like a millionaire. Where I'm getting at with this is being in a gratitude state puts you in a state where you are prepared to receive, and by being so, your reality will naturally bend to this will and provide opportunities your way just to confirm your state of gratitude. Those opportunities or random deals and doors opening you sometimes get aren't random at all. The universe is everything but random. Everything that happens to you is an effect of a cause. You are the cause. I hope that makes sense, because I really need you to stay with me. That is a positive side of being in a gratitude state and being ever grateful. However, when that gratitude is attached to guilt, where you think or believe that you have to be grateful because others are suffering, for instance, now that becomes low vibrational guilt. It stops being gratitude, it now becomes good old guilt. And that, my friends, becomes a mental limitation. Your mental limitation. Our parents had good intentions to teach us gratitude, but that intention backfired, and now you have guilt for having a job you no longer like, but have to keep it because others out there are dreaming of that same job. For having a hardworking husband who provides for you but cheats on you, but you have to stay because you will seem ungrateful if you leave. The examples are endless. You're not failing to progress because you are tethered to that guilt. You're forced to stay put and be grateful with your old achievements while torturing yourself to be satisfied with what you have and blaming yourself for being greedy, for wanting more in your life. And for some, it goes to the extent that if you keep asking for more, God will punish you by taking away what you already have. Just like your parents took away your favorite toys or whatever if you didn't take good care of it, as a sign of being ungrateful. Therefore, God will punish you for being ungrateful, just like your parents punished you for being ungrateful. Am I getting somewhere? I need you to look at your life as a stream of water, always flowing with clean, fresh water every day without fail. That stream receives and releases water without any resistance to want to hold or stop the water from flowing. We have an inbuilt curiosity. Our nature is that Our nature is that of an explorer. Even as children, I mean, look at babies. Once they start being mobile, they are unstoppable. They try to touch and feel everything around them. And that curiosity never goes away. It just becomes limited or stunted. Because we grow up and we come across people who tell us you cannot do this, you are not good enough, or you need to be this type of person to do this, which, well, you're not. What these people do is plant seeds of doubt and insecurities in us. And this doubt later on grows and diminishes our free spirit, our free-spirited nature, and our childhood curiosity. And instead, we are only limited to do the things that we have been told we would be good at and are likely to thrive. Therefore, we are locked in a box, and there we remain, limited and full of doubt and insecurities. Your limitations are just there to reinforce how you must live your life, to keep you in your box and remind you when you need reminding that you need to be satisfied with what you already have. But you will not be satisfied with what you have because it is not in your nature. Since you are a child, it has never been and it will never be your nature. Other people will not even think of anything outside of the box they were put in, they were boxed in. They do not want to expose themselves to the dangers and the uncertainties of life. They have created an illusion of safety, and they believe if they were to leave this box, they will not be safe. It's like how people will pay millions for a car because they believe it has the best security in the world and they will be safe driving it. Really. And what is most sad is these people actually believe that. Safety is an illusion. There's no such thing as safety. We are all fair game. If you want to buy the car because you want to and not because you think it will keep you safe, because it will not. You were created with a soul for the purpose of expansion. The way you expand is by trying out all these experiences, as many as you can and for as long as you can, so long as you're alive and capable. You do this so you know what you prefer and what you think comes natural to you, or what you feel comes natural to you. Not all of us can become medical doctors because the skill can only be perfected by someone who enjoys, or the skill comes naturally to them. I cannot write music. I wouldn't know where to begin. So we try all these experiences to see where with it. You can only know how food tastes, not by smelling it, but by actually tasting it. That's how you can make the judgment if you like the taste or not. You will know if you enjoy something by trying it out. So go try it out. So, if your inner self is pulling you away from something, it will be unwise to remain where you are. If you find yourself not fulfilled with an achievement that you worked so hard for years, and find that it is not for you, know this, you are not the only one who feels that way. So many people, and I mean so many people, feel that way and still are feeling that way. But you'll be the one of the few who will make the decision to actually make the change. Follow where your heart is leading you towards. It is not a sign of being greedy or that you are ungrateful. Quite the opposite. It is actually a sign of the utmost gratitude because you are answering a higher calling. And don't make the mistake of thinking higher callings are always have to do with something spiritual or religious. That is not entirely true. Your higher calling can literally be to write music or start a band, or even paint or grow flowers, for instance. A higher calling is something that you express while in your natural state, that when observed, it is nothing short of perfection. So it could actually be anything. We are all on that journey to find that which is perfect within us. It is a long journey. That's why there's a saying that the longest journey starts from your head to your heart, to find out that which is true. Others, of course, die without reaching their heart, and that is tragic. So if you're still alive and going through or are going through what I just talked about, realize that once you decide to make the step towards breaking free from your mental limitations, you will disturb the waters, and so many things will happen in reality to reinforce your fears and insecurities and keep you in your box. To keep you in your box. But be resilient, be mentally strong, and also that should be your sign, a sign to you that you have disturbed the order of things. That's a good sign. But however, Rome wasn't built in one day, was it? So give yourself room to fail. Give yourself room to get back up, and give yourself a chance to start over until your reality starts reflecting that which is admirable in your eyes. And don't even stop there. Next time, aim for the stars. Until next time, stay safe.